What's up? Hey guys, I'm back on video. It's God damn it, I hate this shit. Let's close it. Okay. It's just too easy to do this. It's so much easier than having to sit down and write and do all that stuff with the picks. I'm just gonna do this until I can't do it, unless I can't do it. Yeah, because it's like 9:30, and the thought of like spending, it usually takes me like an hour to do this stuff, an hour and a half. So I don't have that time because I want to watch The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which I got from Netflix today. I'm very excited about that because I think Daniel Craig's hot, yo. Did you see Skyfall? It's kind of awesome. You should definitely go see it. Anyway, something funny you should notice about this video. You'll see that I'm wearing my SAS t-shirt. I got this at the SAS Central Coast SAS users group meeting in San Luis Obispo yesterday. Pretty excited. I don't know if you can see the tagline says the power to know, and that's what SAS gives me. So if you don't use SAS, you can't know anything because you don't have the power. And I got the power. No, how's it go? How does it? I got the power. Snap. I don't think they ever say snap. That's just the name of the group, right? Well, they should have. With a onomatopoeic name like Snap, why wouldn't you in your song, right? I don't know. Makes sense to me. Anyway, let's. What software do you use, Eric Schaefer? I know you do lots of stats. Fredo, do you guys ever use stats? You should. If you don't, then you're like those, Republican morons who thought Nate Silver was full of shit, or those dumb baseball guys who, voted Miguel Cabrera the MVP. God, worst MVP ever. No, I'm just kidding. It was a terrible decision. He totally should not have won. Mike Trout was clearly the MVP. But I digress. Let's talk about football. We've got a bunch of games. We always have a bunch of games. Actually, they're pretty much the same amount of games every week, so a bunch does not give you any relative clue as to how many games there are. So let's just get to picking. And last week, what I did was I actually wrote out my picks just in terms of who I was going to pick. Today, this week, I'm going to let you guys see me reason this out in real time. Kind of pull back the curtain. Let's just see how the wizard does his magic. You know who ought to do this? Nate Silver. But anyway, okay, let's get going. All right, we really should talk about one game first. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna read the lines for the Carolina Kansas City game. Okay, in case you didn't know, one of the backup linebackers for the Chiefs killed his girlfriend, drove to the Chiefs complex, and then in front of Romeo Crennel and Scott Pioli blew his brains out. What a fucking tragedy. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, what the hell is going on here, right? That's just the nuttiest thing in the world, right? And, it's kind of obvious to pretty much everybody that this game should not be played. They can postpone it. They can do one of those stupid Monday doubleheaders, whatever. Good Lord. What is Romeo Crennel's state of mind going to be during this game? How could he possibly coach this game? If it was Peyton Manning, don't you think they'd cancel the game? I'm pretty sure they'd cancel the fucking game. This is bullshit. The NFL is pretty much evil now. It's official now. We always kind of knew that they were evil, but now it's a list of organizations that if you're a preacher, you should tell people not to support because all they do is really shitty things for society. So I just want to say that we're not even going to pick that game. That game's off the board. And the funny, not the funny, nothing's funny about this. The ironic thing I should say is that both of these teams suck. So canceling the game would not matter one bit at all. No one would care. So fuck you, NFL. I can't believe this is happening. I just can't believe they're going to play the game tomorrow. It's so beyond my comprehension that this is actually happening. So, all right, I'll get off my soapbox, and we'll get to the other NFL games. The NFL probably should just cancel the whole week, to be honest. But anyway, but you know, people need to make money. Gamblers got to gamble, etc. So, all right, first game is Seattle +3 at Chicago. Over under is 37.5. Seattle is +165. Chicago's -185. Let's see. It says Matt Forte is probable. The Bears are good. The Bears are legitimately good. Jay Cutler's playing. That means Jason Campbell's not. And while Seattle is pretty good, they are, I think, a cut below the Bears. So I will take the Bears there. Next game, Minnesota at Green Bay. Green Bay is -8. 46 is the over-under. Green Bay is -380, and Minnesota's +320. This is going to be a blowout, right? I'm pretty sure it's going to be. Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm trying to imagine staring at where this game is close. But in Green Bay, I just I think Aaron Rodgers blows the doors out on the Vikings, who are just mediocre. They're kind of in the same class as Seattle. Those Midwesterners. Okay, next game. San Francisco at St. Louis. San Francisco is -7.5. 41 is the over-under. I'm sorry, 40.5 is the over-under. And the money lines are San Francisco's -360, St. Louis +300. Oh, sorry, I read the wrong column. San Francisco's -355, St. Louis is +295. A very confusing money line. I don't know why casinos why not just say 350 and 300? Wouldn't that just make more sense? I don't know. Colin Kaepernick. Next Joe Montana, right? Nah. He's probably the right guy. You know, like I said, the controversy of Alex Smith versus Colin Kaepernick is unfortunate because Alex Smith is actually, Alex Smith is a pretty tough writer because he was shitty for a long time. And now he's actually a decent NFL quarterback. But Colin Kaepernick just brings more things to the table. So they should roll with our favorite biracial quarterback. Is he our favorite? Is Josh Freeman biracial? He might be my favorite biracial quarterback. Reg Daniels is my favorite biracial sociologist, just in case you're wondering. Okay, moving on. Real barn burner here. Arizona +6 at the Jets. The New York Football Jets, Jets, Jets. The over-under is 36.5 because both of these teams are terrible. Jets -260, Arizona +220. Arizona's still playing John Lindley, or I don't even know the guy's first name. I just know there's someone named Lindley who's a quarterback. And granted, the Jets are starting probably one of the worst starting quarterbacks of the modern era, and Matt Sanchez. I'm going to take the Jets here. Jets are at home. Arizona's on the road. Arizona's just not good. So, yeah. Jets. All right. Indy at Detroit. Detroit is, get this, -6. They're favored by almost a touchdown against the Colts, despite the fact that their head coach has cancer, which I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not a team wins or loses. Over-under is 51. Detroit's -270. Indy's +230. Indy is a better team than Detroit. That's weird to me, this line. I'm not quite sure I get it. So I sense a trap. I kind of want to take the Colts. Well, I'm not betting on Detroit. Fuck that. Give me the Colts. Colts. Another shitty game. Jacksonville at Buffalo. Buffalo is also -6. I guess. I don't know. Blaine Gabbert is out. Maurice Jones-Drew is out. Oh, the money lines. Did I say the over-under? Over-under is 43.5. Money line, Buffalo minus 260, Jacksonville plus 220. By the way, sorry I'm not looking at the camera more because I have to read this. I don't know. I don't have cue cards or anything like that, so I have to like do that stuff. It's like when like Robert De Niro hosts Saturday Night Live, he totally mails it in, and like you see him talking like this, basically during the sketch. That's what I am. Sorry. Okay. I don't think either of these teams are good, so give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll take those 6 points. Chad Henne, look out. Next one, New England minus 7.5 at Miami. Over under 51. New England is minus 270. Miami's plus 310. Oh, it's super tempting to take this home dog, right? I mean, New England should blow the doors out of Miami. Don't you think? Yeah, I did. I bet against Miami at home last week, and it kind of bit me in the ass. Yep, give me New England. I'll take the favorite here. I'm doing all favorites. By the way, I don't know if you've kept up with the trends. Usually, like every season, there's some trend that like plays out over the long haul. Home dogs, home teams, favorites, whatever it is. This year, that has not happened. If you look at all the numbers, everything's super inconsistent, and so it's hard to bet on the NFL this year. So, which kind of explains why we're all doing so shitty. Yeah, the game is playing in the Santa Barbara TV market, and I probably will just tune out because I hate football. Okay, next game, Houston minus 6.5. Oh, is that right? Yeah, 6.5 at Tennessee. Over under 47. Houston's a lot better. Money lines. Houston's minus 300. Tennessee plus 250. Yeah, Houston all the way. Texans are one of 3 teams that I consider decent teams in the NFL. Them, San Francisco, and England. So, yeah, they're a good team, and good teams don't lose games like this. So, yeah. All right, next game. Tampa Bay, Denver. Now that is actually going to be probably a good game, I think. Denver is favored by 7.5 points. That is a lot of points. 50.5 is the over-under. Let's see what the money lines say. Money lines very much in favor. Denver minus 380. Tampa Bay 320. And I guess that kind of makes sense. Denver seems to be kind of in their own league in the AFC. But the NFC is a better conference. Tampa Bay's offense is pretty unstoppable as of late. But penis nose at home. Yeah. I'll take the Broncos. I'm taking a lot of favorites this week. Kind of makes me nervous. All right, next game. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Baltimore is minus 7.5. The over-under is 35. Football sucks, people. Pittsburgh plus 320. Baltimore minus 380. Charlie Batch is going to play again. Did you see that game last week? Was that not the most ridiculous thing ever? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could play an NFL game, be a quarterback for an NFL game, and not throw as many interceptions as Charlie Batch did last week. That's how bad it was. That's actually probably not true. I'd probably throw a zillion interceptions because I can barely throw the ball 15 yards. So, yeah, Baltimore all the way. There's no way Pittsburgh wins this game. Their goose is cooked without Roethlisberger. So, all right, Cleveland at Oakland. Oakland's what is the line of this game? Oh, it started Oakland minus 1.5, and it's gone Cleveland minus 2.5. Oh my God, this is a terrible game, and because I live in Santa Barbara, this will be on TV. Again, I hate football. Let's see, what are the money lines? odds. Oakland's plus 115. Cleveland's minus 135. Who the fuck knows? God, normally in this case I would say take the points. You know, like, you know, when you're unsure about two bad teams, you should just take the points. That's generally the rule. But I think Oakland might be the worst team in the league. Maybe. Let's see. Carson Palmer's probable. I don't know if McFadden is playing or not. That makes it a little better. I need to take a dog, so give me Oakland in this game. Although I'm sure I'm going to regret that heavily come game time. Do you see how much isn't this process enlightening? See me talk this out. I am so full of shit. Okay, Cincy at San Diego. Oh, I gotta watch this game too. God damn it. Cincy's minus 1.5 over is 46. Cincy minus 125. San Diego plus 105. There's no reason to take San Diego, is there? I'm trying to think. No, there really isn't. Especially only at 1.5 points. Yeah. Cincy. Bengals. Sunday night game. Philly, and this line is just completely outrageous, so brace yourselves. Philly plus 10.5 at Dallas. Over-under is 43. Philadelphia is plus 450. Dallas is minus 600. Okay. Here's the deal. Both of these teams suck, but Philly really is terrible. Andy Reid has completely lost the room, obviously. They're just playing out the string at this point. Nick Foles, you know. But the deal is, for some reason, people cling to the notion that Dallas is even a little bit good, and they are not even a little bit good. They should win this game. But they are stupid enough that they will not cover the spread. So I'll take the Eagles here. So one of these days I'll go on a rant on exactly everything that I hate about the Cowboys, because that list is pretty long right now. But that's for another day. Okay. Giants, New York Football Giants at Washington. Giants are minus 3, over-under is 51. Giants minus 165, Redskins plus 145. Why am I even telling you the money lines? You can just read that. It's not like I have a lot to say other than, like, it's kind of weird, you know, so, but, let's see, it's December, so this is when the Giants usually get hot, even though they, like, play like dog shit all the time and are a very mediocre team. I'm scared to death that the same scenarios last year's going to play out, where they fucking get good at the end of the season, squeak in the playoffs, and win the fucking Super Bowl. So I'm going to jinx them. I'm going to take the Giants. Fuck you, Eli Manning. What do you think of that? So, yeah, there you go. There are my picks. Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say, really, except I just can't reiterate, like, just how fucking stupid it is that they're going to play football in Kansas City tomorrow. Is the game in Kansas City? I don't even know. It is in Kansas City. Jesus Christ, what the hell's wrong with people? Alright, that's it. Peace.